This isn't a photography channel. I need to keep people away from me. The further people, you know, you keep the crazies away. Are y'all horny or what? But it's loud as shit. Hey there! Welcome back to Ryan Campbell Soup to Nuts. Thank you for visiting. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Very much just appreciated. Today's video, I'm gonna be putting back the other pieces of intercooler piping, the final piece of intercooler piping, do some buttoning up of vacuum hoses, etc., in the engine bay. This is all on the twin turbo 350Z project car, just in case you're new here. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And I'm also going to be putting on the air horns onto the front of the car as well. The wiring is all pretty much done. It's like 95-6% done. So I just got to physically mount all that crap up. And that's coming to you shortly. You are tuned in to Ryan Campbell Soup to Nuts. As I have previously mentioned, I'm going to be doing some buttoning up, some intercooler piper and some intercooler piper. I'm going to piper the intercooler piping and put the horns on the front of the air horns on the front of the car and some other just miscellaneous, just like vacuum hoses and, you know, getting final things plugged together, a couple sensors, nothing major, just, you know, doing like, you know, all the buttoning up type of stuff in the engine bay. I'll show you what I'm dealing with right now. Why wait, right? Why wait? In the meantime, don't forget, please subscribe down here. I really appreciate trying to grow this dang channel. Give me a like, comment, all that crap, and you can also check me out on all my other socials. After you watch this video, of course. You just watch this video, then go do it. Actually, you watch this video and watch, like, you know, 30 more. That'd be pretty cool. That would be nice of you. Don't you want to be a nice guy? Didn't your mama tell you to be a nice fella? Or feller, or whatever the plural, female version is of fella. Fellamininian. I'm sorry for everything. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing. On this side, this is the passenger side. It's twin turbo. Got all the turbo intercooler piping done on this side. You can see kind of down there part of it. This is a charge pipe blow-off valve going from the top of the intercooler. You can see the driver's side. There's the intake. There's a charge pipe. So I got the intake part done on this turbo on the passenger side. I know it's really hard to see, and you know everything's really tight, but I still have to do the charge pipe side. So I had problems. The previous piping didn't fit right, so I actually made new piping and got powder coat, all that good crap. So everything should fit pretty good. So basically, I have to go from there, and it's gonna go come along here, and it's gonna kind of go straight down under the car, and then like come out here, wrap around, go into the intercooler. So that should go pretty quick. So it does fit pretty well. So then got these air horns from Horn Blasters, Ninja horns. I got two of them, so that's the bash bar. The compressors, I'm going to mount one on each side. I got some of the wiring. There's wiring for a battery charger I have, and got other wiring here. I still have to do a little zip tying, but got it pretty much situated. I also have to drill and tap on top of the bash bar to put the airbag sensor, so I have to do that. And then also mount the horns. I have mounting like hardware clamps here, as you can see. This crap is really like for like off-roading Jeep type of stuff, for lighting clamps, but it worked pretty well. I had it on my previous Z, and it fit. I liked it. It was pretty good stuff. So I'm going to do that. Here's the intercooler piping. There's two pieces. This is the top piece, so this is like where it goes right into the turbo. There's a vacuum fin that goes onto that. This is where it turns down, like to go towards the bottom of the car. And the other piece. The other piece. And here's the other piece. So I'm just keeping it in the trunk just so I don't scratch it or do anything stupid while I was working on other stuff on the car. So this is the other piece. So that's where it goes. That's where it connects to the other one. There's like a coupling there. It'll connect to the other one. Goes down, around to the front of the car, and then, you know, this part here is where it goes into the intercooler. The coupling that goes into the intercooler. So that's the two pieces. So I'm gonna time lapse doing that first. And then after that, we will get to doing the horns. Gonna do some horns. Are you horny or what? I got the piping. Got a little light. Got the piping in here. You can see you got a clamp down there. The reason the threads on the back clamp are like longer, right there, and longer than those threads, are two different brands and they have different amount of thread length, so that's the only reason. But they're both tight. So got that in tight. Still have to put the little hose on the nipple right here. Got these clamps in tight. I situated them a little differently just because just the way it was kind of running into the fan or whatever, just kind of what made sense, sort of. Then coming around, as you can see here, and got the clamps on there. I finished putting the clamps on that one down there. Had to put a clamp on here. This one broke. The other one broke. So basically got it all clamped off. So now I'm working on getting this guy in here. It's the coolant reservoir. Trying to get that situated in here, and I also have to deal with the charger of kind of trying to place it kind of up and behind the headlights, sort of. So these two things are kind of getting each other's way. So that's what old Papa's working on now. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. So we got a few more things done. It was a little difficult, but I did it. I did it, Mama. I did it. So let me put this aside for now. Got this guy mounted in, the coolant reservoir tank, overflow tank, whatever the hell you want to call it. So got this all in. Got the battery charger here. Kind of zip tied it around back here. There wasn't a lot of good mounting options. I mean, I could have started drilling holes and stuff, but I'm trying to avoid that where I can. You know, if I could get it done without drilling holes, I'd rather not drill holes. I don't want a Swiss cheese car, so basically got, you know, this all routed, all buttoned up. A couple other things I did. Got the radiator cap on. This hose here for the overflow tank was like an extra foot long, so I cut that, put that on. Got this on, which was not fun at all. I did that previously. I got this one on previously, the lower radiator hose. Honestly, I think because this isn't a stock line, whatever the hell you want to call it, because there's an extra T for the turbos in here. So with that, I think this is slightly larger than stock. It is a stock hose, so it doesn't really fit. It fits too tight is what the problem is. It's like a virgin. It's a Virgin Mary. Let me clip this back on. I took that off while I was jerking around here because I didn't want to crack this. So, got that. I believe this is a cam sensor right here. So, also on the power steering line down here, because it basically touches the intercooler pipe, and this is kind of metal, as you can kind of see. I put this rubber hose around it and zip tied the hose onto it, just so that way if they rub, it doesn't start, you know, hopefully it won't wear into the powder coating and it won't start wearing into metal and won't have issues like that. So kind of to protect both of them. So that being said, at that buttoned up, got this guy here. I still have to top this off. I still have to put fluid in the radiator. I think to start it, I'm just going to put water in the radiator. Hopefully it starts, let it run a little bit, maybe start a few times and make sure everything's okay, check everything out. If that's good, then I'll dump the water out and then put coolant in. Another little added thing while I'm kind of doing that is if there's any problems, obviously, I'm not dumping money down the drain. And also, there's, residual coolant left in the, a little bit in the engine here, in the engine block and, in the heater core inside the car. There's little residual, left from the, when it was previously in the car. So, it'd be good to flush out as much of the old crap as I possibly can, so that way, kind of the water pump will pump it through the system and kind of, hopefully get a lot of that out as well. So it'll kind of be like a little bit of a flush, which will be good. So that's good to go. So what I have to work on is the horns. So I'm gonna be doing the horns probably. I don't know if I'll time lapse. Maybe I'll time lapse some. Maybe I'll do video. I don't know. There might be something. I'm gonna show some of the work being done. I'm gonna show some work getting done. So, Ninja horn. So basically, that's the front bash bar. As I previously told you, I'm gonna temporarily just like put one bolt in just to hold it into place. Until I have everything situated, just in case I have to take it back off, or if I have any problems. So I'll get that all mounted up. Got the mounts over here, and this bag here. I have no idea what this brand is. If it's good brand, bad brand, who the hell knows? But I've actually used these before, and I liked them. So I thought they were pretty decent quality. Maybe some of the off-road guys that is like use it for light bars for like trucks and Jeeps and stuff. So I'm not a big off-road guy. I don't know like the brands and all that type of crap. So somebody else might know more about this than I do, but I think they work good, and I just needed something to work, and they work good. So, gonna mount that up and get it done. I also have filter wares for the two filters. Basically, it's like kind of like a sock you put over the filter. I'll show you them later, but it's like a sock you put over the filter, and it's kind of like a hydrophobic thing where it doesn't let water through the filter, but it lets air through. So that way, being that it's down low, that way if you hit big puddles or you drive in the rain or something like that, if you have a lot of water coming up, it doesn't get sucked into the intake and into the turbo. So I figure that's just, especially because it's down low, I figured maybe I should do that just to be a little bit careful. Because I don't want something stupid like that causing me a huge amount of freaking headaches, problems, money, etc. just for something that stupid of a problem. So I got them to put on. But I'll put this on now. The hood latch, this bolts through the hood latch to the top of the intercooler. So I have to put the hood latch back on. I'm actually going to clean it up a little bit and probably do a little, touch up, paint a little spray paint to freshen it up. It does have a little bit of surface rust, so I'm going to clean it up and do that. Probably just off camera and take care of that. So you're going to see me doing some horns, and I'm going to shut the hell up now. Alright, my friendly friends. You're my friend, right? I need some friends. I'm so lonely. Alright. As you already saw, got the horns all put in, mounted up, wired, the whole shebang. Took a while because I was very diligent about doing things, crazy right. Honestly, next time, one thing I'm probably going to do if I ever have to mess with them or if I have any problems is where the wires hook into the, I'll show you in a second. Actually, I'll show you right now. This is the bottom of the compressor. And where the wires plug in, see, the, right here, right there. This is the positive, that's the negative. So, what I think I'm going to do, if I have any problems with this, or next time if I have to pull anything apart, anything like that, I'm probably just going to make like an actual harness with a plug between the two and actually solder the wire itself to the compressor. And then just have like a plug, almost like a tiny little mini harness. So I have like a little plug between, the wires that are actually soldered onto the compressor and the wires running through the car. I think it'll make a little bit of a better, tighter, more secure connection. So I'm going to write out what I got for now, and then if I have any problems, you know, I know where to look, and that's what I'll do next time. And future, this isn't the... I honestly should have done this time, because this isn't the first time that I have used these specific horns. This is probably the third. On the previous 350Z that I got in the accident, I had them on there. I also have them on my truck, on my Cummins. So honestly, I should make this, that's what I do. I like these horns a lot. They're not crazy big. It's not like a massive compressor like some of those train horn, you know, you see on the internet, whatever. They have on trucks. I have like a huge tank, and obviously on a car like this, there's not a ton of extra room for a huge tank outside of just like taking up the trunk, which is, you know, a lot of people that have air suspension in their cars, they just put the because it has a big compressor and tank. They usually just like mount it in the trunk itself, but then it takes up all the trunk space, and I'm trying to keep the car as usable as I can. Cause why the heck not? Crazy stupid rambling. Another thing, as you can see here, I got this bad boy put on. Honestly, this probably isn't the right one. I even emailed the company that makes these. I don't know if... Oh, here it is. I know it's kind of upside down, but it's called Filter Wears. So basically what this does, this is the intake for the turbo. You can see the filter in there, K&N filter I have. So basically what this material is it keeps water out but lets air through. So that way if you drive through a big puddle or you know, or a big, you know, amount of water, or if you go boating with the thing, if water splashes up, whatever the case, it won't get sucked up into the turbo and cause major damage. Obviously this is way too baggy. I'm going to roll with it for now, but you know, this clearly isn't the right one. I emailed them, I told them the specific model number of my filter, and this is what they told me to get, and this is what I got. Maybe down the road I'll take care of it, but I mean, it does its job. It should do its job. So got that done. I pretty much have the battery wired up. I just have to straighten out this one ground wire that's not perfectly fitting. The eye hole is too big. I can't fit it on this side. Sorry for the lighting. I can't really fit it on this side because this like square nut has to go and like slide into the spot for it to hold itself, so I can tighten it. It can't go in the middle because that prevents the whole thing from like pinching really tight and staying tight on the post. What I'm going to do is put it on this side. I have to get a I'm going to look to see if I can find a different eyelet, I guess, connector, and put that on. I do have some slack on this ground wire, so if I find a better eyelet, then that's what I'll do. I'll see what I got, but I'm leaving it like this for now. I think it's either the horn or the fan. This is for the relays. The relays down here, which, you know, for those of you who haven't seen, I got it all mounted up. So fan, horn. Got a nice. Let me get the light going here. So light. So fan, horn. I got a nice mount to it. So there is a little bit of play. I do have some slack on this wire, so I could put a different connector on it, which is what I really want to do. But I still have to figure that out. But I got all the rest of the wiring basically straightened out. I think what I'll do... Scared the shit out of myself. I think what I might do next time is combine some of these wires. I mean, I'll still have like the inline fuses for each individual wire, but I'll combine them into like a bigger gauge, like one wire to like put on there, so it's not, you know, it's crazy like this. But I'm going with this for now. I'll probably tie it up at some point later. I got that pretty much squared away. I also, off camera, I cleaned up these. I used some solution finish, which is what I used. I don't have it installed yet, but the Cal plastics. The plastics like along the windshield area and covering the battery and brake. So I use that, clean this stuff up. It looks pretty damn good. This is a wheel well plastic. This is like the wheel well liner. So I have this all cleaned up, ready to put in. So that took a little while because, you can see there's like tons and tons of grooves and everything, and trying to get in there is a little bit of a pain. But got her done. Not too much left to get her ready for startup. Got this guy mounted here. This is the ABS sensor. Got her mounted. Had to do a drill and tap holes here. I painted the hood latch because it was getting all rusty, so I cleaned it up and painted it. And got that all mounted and in place, got it hooked up and everything. Headlights I still have to finish bolting. They're basically in place. I just have to finish bolting them in, which shouldn't take long at all. So yeah, got all this situated, got the battery charger situated. It's working. I had it hooked up. I was charging the battery with it, so that's not an issue. Might have to tighten up the zip tie before I put the headlight. That's whatever. So yeah, so I really just have to finish all, hooking all these vacuum hoses and whatnot. There's a couple plugs I gotta get. Couple plugs here. But nothing crazy. Everything's pretty accessible. Yeah, just gotta hook up a few final things. Some vacuum hoses. Gonna put the plastics back. Gonna put the plastics back in the wheel wells. And then she should be ready to rock and roll. But right now, since this video is really supposed to be about the horns, even though I went on a whole nother direction, I'm going to set the camera up on the tripod and let you hear the girl whistle. Let her whistle at you. I have no idea how that picked up on the microphone. It might have distorted or blown out the mic type of situation. I don't know. I hope the mic's doing okay. I hope I didn't give it hearing damage. If so, I apologize, Mike. But, I gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta entertain the people here. Gotta give them some entertainment. I haven't listened, played back, or had this, I'm gonna find out once I start editing this video, take this footage and start editing it in the computer of how it actually sounded. But it's loud as shit. It's just loud as shit. That's how it should be as well. Huh? That means move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. It does mean move, bitch. Get the fuck out of my way. Anyway, I need to keep people away from me. The further people, you keep the crazies away. The further you keep especially on the road, there's tons of them, especially Priuses. There are Priuses everywhere. And they're just zoom, 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 zoom. Causing all sorts of problems, not knowing a damn thing what they're doing. I digress. So got the horns done, so that's all finished up. Just have to, that one wire that I showed you on the battery post, have to secure that better. Hopefully I can find a better thing. We already went down that road. We're not going to go down that road again. Basically already went over the stuff that has to get done. The only real big thing that has to get done, besides I have to take it to get tuned, is the body kit. Got to paint the body kit. I'll also, hopefully the car starts. As long as there's no issues, it should hopefully go well. I actually did power up the inside of the car. Everything seems to be powered, all the gauges and radio, all that good crap. I'll show you that probably in the next video. I gotta get fuel as well. Forgot about that. So next video you'll see is all the little buttoning up crap that I showed you, went over. So, and then I'll probably do a separate video for the car actually starting and have it be its own standalone video. Because I'm going to set up, I'm going to get GoPro out and I'm going to have my iPhone filming all that, multiple angles, probably something back by exhaust, something by the engine, etc., because it's a big damn moment in my life. I just realized I didn't have my other light. I have another light when I do this, monologue crap, whatever the hell you want to call it. I have another light on the tripod that kind of hits at this angle to try to get rid of, shadows around the eye. This isn't a photography channel. It's not a photography channel. No. With all that crap being said, startup coming very, very shortly for ya. Please subscribe down here. I'd really appreciate it. Give me a like, thumbs up. Check me out on my socials. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this on your socials. I'd very much appreciate it. And in the meantime, until the next video drop with the 350Z, don't forget to drive fast, take chances.